Hey guys, this is Luke from Make Masking Optional. I'm here with Chad Nelson, Zone 4 trustee candidate for Billings Public Schools. You're not going to want to miss this interview. All right, we're going to switch gears here, Chad. We're going to talk about a new topic. This is the topic with no topic. It's the miscellaneous category, the wild card. So you never know what you're going to get in this one. And I'm going to ask you, which one do you want, Brooke, 2 or 4?
I'll do 2.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you have any experience with evaluations? First part. Second part, was there anything about the superintendent's evaluations that stood out to you if you looked at it?
I did look at them and I listened to it and I was shocked. I've never seen any kind of evaluation that doesn't have a needs improvement, or anything. I wish that I was evaluated the way he was.
That'd be awesome, right?
On everything. My daughter doesn't evaluate me as kindly as that. So no, I'm. Most of the evaluations I've dealt with have been me being evaluated. Mm-hmm. It's not fun. I've fortunately done pretty well. Never as well as Upham did, because I never had that impossibly. I mean, I imagine that they were afraid to score anything with a red marker because it might offend someone. So I think it was definitely a participation trophy kind of thing. Again, I don't like that system. I don't believe in forcing someone to compete in things that they just know they can't win. I agree with that, but I don't believe in just giving everybody that gets the same trophy and everybody gets the same award and everybody gets pat on the back. I don't. My dad worked in government forever, and they were so afraid to get rid of people that they just promoted them up. Mm-hmm. And I had friends in the military that said that was a way to get rid of problem people is you promote them up. And that's terrifying because eventually that becomes your leadership. Mm-hmm. You can only go so high, right? And so no, I think it's very important. I think competition is good, and I think I think you should phrase things with 2 goods and a bad. I think there's something to be said for alleviating the stress that people have being evaluated. But no, I was shocked. I was actually grateful that a couple people actually had the, to say we think this could have been done a little better in their comments. But I was.
These were public comments?
Oh, there was actually 2.
Jen.
Yeah, and even Zach, right, one time said something to that they thought the public. I think it was on the public. Getting information to the public could have been better. So I agree.
But I will say they did say that, but then it also said, but a lot of that was out of your control because XYZ.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean, he should never have been given all the power, and he should never have accepted it. Right? That I'm so disappointed. Right? I'm so disappointed that the school board decided on 1905 to do it. I mean, I understand the fear. I understand not wanting to be the one that could be the bad guy, right? But at some point, you're going to have to risk being the bad guy. Yeah. And so, they should never have offered that. And he should have immediately said, I appreciate your confidence in me. This is the wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Let's work together. Right. Even if they were wrong, in my opinion. Right. Yeah. He should have denied it. I'm so disappointed he didn't.
Yep.
Right. Because up until all this, most of the people I'd heard dealt with him liked him. Right. And so I wish that he had turned that down. Said, thank you for your confidence. Thank you for your flattery. Thank you for, no, it's not right.
Yeah.
This isn't the right way to do it. He would earn a lot of points for me. So I'm disappointed that they did that. I'm disappointed he accepted it. I'm very disappointed that our state rewarded them with the money for doing this. It shouldn't happen. Right.
Yeah.
And they have simple outs. Yeah. I mean, it would have been very easy to say, hey, no, let's just modify this. Let's go back to the rules. Let's go back to the basic of the rules. No, I don't understand why they think you can't have a couple negative marks in your evaluation and still give somebody a raise. right? You clearly wanted to give him a raise. You clearly wanted to give him a good, you clearly wanted to extend his contract, right? You would have been completely safe. Okay, nah, needs improvement.
Yep.
Right. I would have loved to have seen one of them pencil in their own column. But no,
Well, I had the thought, and we ran out of time, but I said, we should put together a parents forum and give parents submissions on our forum, and there definitely would have been a needs improvement column on that forum, but we just ran out of time. So maybe next year, if he's
Just like a proactive,
maybe,
like,
but, I mean, you have to look back at yourself. I mean, this whole thing, like when on Aaron Flint's show, they asked me, why am I doing it? And they were kind of surprised at my answer. I think I said guilt, right? I realized that I had been failing as a parent.
Yeah.
Right. I can lie to myself and say, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I mean, really, what was more important, than my kid's school experience? She spends more time there than she does at home, and spends more time with her teachers than she does with me. Right. How could I have not, done it? I realized that. So you had to look at yourself. That's why you have to thank these people that have been on there, appointed or not, for at least doing it.
Yeah.
right,
Yep.
ready to.
All
move
right,
on.
here we go. Final question of the night.
And it's a hard one. I'm sorry.
Final question of the night. How can we create an environment of inclusion for a diverse population, specifically those in the LGBTQ community, while not just saying we have to keep porn in the schools is our answer? Because that's what I heard a lot of, was if we removed those 2 books from the library, that we would be basically excluding a subgroup, a population, a diverse group of population. So apart from the books, how can we create an environment of inclusion, specifically those in like the LGBTQ community in the schools?
We have to be careful, because if you took Romeo and Juliet out of the schools, you're taking Shakespeare out. And I don't know of hardly any of his stories that weren't very sexually motivated.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to see those go. I think 1984 is something that should be required reading. Right. But I don't think we would have connected with the character. I don't think he would have ever been motivated to stand up if he didn't have a passionate desire and relationship with someone. He would have never made the risk to stand up. Right. So I think it's very important to the story. But again, the simplest thing to do would have been said, okay, well, in order to avoid all this, our libraries are just encyclopedias and thesauruses and dictionaries. And, everything else you guys can go get online, or you can go to the public library for. We're going to save money. We're going to get rid of the librarians. That's crazy. I mean, that would be way, but that's the only way you're going to get rid of it. I think it's a weak argument to say without these 2 books, right? These 2 books have been in the schools, it turns out, for years, and only been checked out, 6 times? Right. And 3 of the times were by the parent that actually brought it to attention. All right. So, I don't think it should have been there. I don't think it should have been an argument that it should have been cleaned up, removed, edited. And generally people are the same. We just want to be loved. We just want to be accepted. We just want to be left alone, on other things, So I really think that there needs to be safe places. I really hope that our schools are able to provide that for some kids, that if they're having trouble at home or whatever, there's a reprieve, there's a place where they're safe. And I really hope that the teachers aren't being burdened with that too much, but I really hope they're able to watch and be aware and avoid a kid getting bullied for whatever reason, and try to help. And I did one point I really appreciated in that discussion was they said that, some kids don't have anybody to turn to. I would really think it would be a stretch that any kid found that that was what somehow fell in their lap, is this was it. But it would be wonderful to know that there had been somebody there that said, hey, are you doing okay? And give them an opportunity to talk somewhere that they felt safe. So I hope that's available. I hope that's happening. It's good. But I don't think those 2 books, I think you're really going to have to struggle to prove that it saved a life.
Yeah. Chad, it's been a pleasure to have you come down and visit with us tonight. Where can people find out more about your campaign and how they can help you out?
Well, hopefully they'll get out there and do some legwork, and people start hearing that way. My website is long and terrible. Chad, the number 4 schools.wixsite. That's WIXSITE.com/Go Nelson. So hopefully you think that's funny. But so that site has it. It's not like I'm super active and posting up stuff on there, but you can look into it that way. I do have a Facebook page, Chad 4 Schools. You can find it that way. My email, chad4schools@gmail.com. I've really enjoyed having people that have been reaching out. I hope that people feel like I've been responsive, and I enjoy calling them. I enjoy talking to them, hearing what's going on. People have been pretty awesome, pretty supportive. Makes me feel good for making the decision. So, yeah, please hit it up.
Well, you guys heard it tonight. Chad Nelson, candidate for Zone 4 for Billings Public Schools Board of Trustees. The elections are coming up May 3rd. You're going to receive your ballots if you're registered to vote in mid-April. They're going to go out via mail. So make sure when you get that ballot that you check Chad Nelson's name. You can go to makemaskinoptional.com and /school board and get some more information about the candidates, find out what district you are in, what zone you're in. But tonight, I hope that we made the compelling case for you. Chad Nelson, he's a friend of public education. He's pro-education. He's pro-parent. He's pro-student. He's pro-teacher. He is basically pro-educational rights, parents' rights, and he doesn't want to micromanage and control the classroom. He just wants everyone to get a good quality education, and I think he'd be a fantastic addition to the school board, and I hope you think that too. So thanks for your time, Chad.
Yeah, thank you.